So in this video, we're going to be talking about graphing inequalities. So the inequalities, you know my are. Okay, so the first one is so this one is greater than, and right below it is less than, greater than or equal to, and the below it is less than or equal to. So before, you're most familiar with just greater than and less than, and with that line to it, it could also be equal. So when we're graphing the inequality, there are a couple things that we must be aware of. One of the things that we should definitely be aware of is that the greater than and the less than, some of the plain ones, always get an open circle. And then this will make more sense when we actually do some more examples. And the ones that are greater than or equal to and less than or equal to always get a closed circle. So this is the first one is called an open circle. I'm just going to abbreviate to OC, and then the bottom one is closed circle, double C. Now many of you may not know what that means. And let's do an example. So let's say if I were given an inequality where x is greater than or equal to 12. What I'm going to be graphing is I'm going to make first a number line. And let's say on the middle, I just decide to put 12. You don't have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't have to. You could just do 12 and that will be fine. And this is telling me that x, whatever the value of x might be, is greater than. So what I'm going to be putting is, I'm going to be putting a circle. And when I said closed circle, so let's go back to the first page. So here, if it has greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, it gets a closed circle. So that means that I must fill it in. Okay, so I'll fill that in. And also what this means, and this is very dramatic, but, okay, this is really, fill that in. Okay, now this means when it's closed circle, what it really means is that the 12 could be an answer. When it's equal to, the close indicates that, okay, whatever that 12 is also could be possible solution to this inequality. Now since it says it's greater than or equal to, my arrow is, you're going to shade it all the way here to the right. And you're going to make an arrow again. You don't always have to try all the way to the arrow. You could just do an arrow. Okay, so that's that. Now, this means that all the numbers possible over here, all the numbers over here are possible solutions. Oh, so I mean 13 could be solution, 14 could be solution, and including 12. This closed circle indicates that 12 could be one of the solutions. So one solution could be 12 because 12 is greater than or equal to, remember 12, this line is equals 12. It could be 13, right? Because it's greater than or equal to. So these are right, but it cannot be 11 because 11 is not greater than or equal to 12. This is false. So hopefully that close, and you use that closed circle if your inequality has that equal to symbol. Now let's do x is less than -5. Same thing goes here. You're going to be making a number line. And let me make... Okay, so you make your number line. You don't have to label everything. You could just put a single dot. You could put -5. And on that, since this does not have an equal to sign on the bottom, it's not like less than or equal to, all I gotta do is make a circle and leave it open. This one tells me that my x is less than -5. So my x could be all the possible choices over here. So let me change the color. And now you're gonna do this, and you don't always have to extend all the way. So that's that. Okay, so this is telling me that -6 could be it, -7, -8, -9. All those numbers are possible choices. Let's do... Okay, now let's do... Two is less than x. But before I get started, if you're given, it's best for your variable to be on the left side, so I'll rewrite that. Is always best, and the reason why I say this is because when it's on the, when it's on the left, so we already noticed that the arrow was going to right to the, it's pointing towards the right, so that kind of like hints it, okay, my thing is also going to be to the right. Here, the arrow is pointing towards the left, right? That peak, like that point over here is to the left. That means my arrow is also going to be to the left. It's like a quick way to remember. So since like here you can get confused, it's better just to rewrite it, I think is helpful. And now I can just make a number line, create a 2. This one isn't, it would be an open circle because there's not equal sign, and that would just go to the right. And we just make that thing. And so that would be that. Okay, so right. So hopefully this video helped you, and the next video we'll be talking about writing and graphing inequalities.